Left side, Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Well, size and athleticism, a little bit of craftiness right there by Anthony Edwards. That up fake gets that defender committed, and the free throw line opportunity is coming.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Pass to Parker. To the inside. Here's Bowen. These are his first free throws of the game.
First team foul. At the line for two, Bruce Bowen.
First one falls for him. He does not get the second one.
Boy, the missed free throw there keeping this game at even. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them.
Edwards, no good.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Pass to Parker. .127 left in the first quarter. And the basket by Muhammad.
Always helps to get these kinds of looks, right? Super easy to convert from that distance.
For three, DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert. Rebounded by the Spurs. Here's Bowen. Back come the Spurs in transition. Inside. And stolen by Gobert. Here's Alexander Walker. Book it. And it's Randle with the assist.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
Parker outside. To the inside. It's Muhammad missing. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
DiVincenzo driving. To the paint. Pass to Reed. And there's a 3-second violation.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves, number 22.
San Antonio trailing here. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Parker. No made baskets yet. Here's Horry. McDaniels covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McDaniels with some nice D. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The T-Wolves on top, leading by a point. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, they clearly came into this game focused on sharing the ball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Another lead change. Give these teams credit. They're really fighting it out.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now here's Clark. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Here's Horry. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Outside, Alexander Walker. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Spurs trail by 3. gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. And Greg Popovich has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Minnesota will go for a different look here. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Conley up top to the left side wing. Here's Randall, and count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, Julius Randle, we know this, loves to finish despite being fouled. This guy will play through contact, no problem.
The free throw drops for Randall. Here's Parker. Still no points. There's a screen. To the middle. Can they get it? Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, "I'm going to attack."
Deflected. Gobert with the bucket.
We always know this has been a strength of Rudy Gobert, getting the offensive window. Nicely done.
Here's Ginobili. Down low. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Back to Daniels. Three-pointer. Rebound by San Antonio. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Bowen from outside the arc. And the three-pointer goes. And it's now just a 1-point Minnesota lead.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Back to Edwards. And it's all from three-point range. On offense, here is San Antonio. Pass to Bowen. There's the three. They get it back. Duncan. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good. And boy, has this been a competitive matchup thus far.
These teams have swapped leads 7 times already, and we're not even in the second half.
Now here's Gobert. Here's Edwards. Getting it done inside. Edwards.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Parker with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Duncan, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Now here's Edwards. He's got 7. .102 left to play in the second quarter. And it's Randall with the jam.
Boy, there was plenty of contact down low, but Randall assertive and able to find the finish.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Robinson with it. Pass to Barry. To the inside. Here's Horry. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Here's Garza. There's the triple. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Such a boost to this offense when this guy can knock down uncontested threes.
Massenberg. Pass to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Barry. Off the mark there with a 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Reed. There's 6 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Horry. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Minnesota up 4. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Spurs trail by 4. Parker outside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Parker's got his first points in this one. Outside Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. The rebound by Muhammad. They've been keeping things close.
And now have a chance to jump back on top, B.A.
Ginobili, no good. Left side Conley. Pass to Edwards. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
Good on both. Second half getting started, about a minute played. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The Timberwolves making a switch here. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Pass to Randall. Lets it go from deep. Knocks down the long J. Randall's got 8.
Well, you cannot sleep on Julius Randle. Catch and shoot jumper. Okay, Julius, we see you. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Outside for Randall. No good from outside. Spurs trail by 4. And there's the screen. Here's Ginobili. Sinks the tray.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Conley up top. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. And here's Reed. It's blocked. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And stolen by Edwards. Conley with the ball. Parker picks him up. And a foul call. Looks like he had a clear path to the basket. They'll get one free throw and they'll keep possession here. Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. DiVincenzo on the wing. Outside, Alexander Walker. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Reed. From the arc. Another miss by Minnesota.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
2 minutes remaining.
Inside.
2 minutes.
Here's Horry. Here's Duncan. Shot from the low post is good. Duncan's got 8.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Rebound by San Antonio. Here's Bowen. And he jams it home with authority. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
San Antonio foul call. Robert Horry. 2nd personal foul. 3rd team foul.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. To the paint. Reed in the post. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Reed. And so Reed nails them both. We've got 1:13 left in the third. To the middle. Reed with the rebound. And it's Conley with the ball for the T-Wolves. It's a 1-point game. Kicks it out to Clark. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got 6. Here's Barry. He's scoreless. Pass to Massenberg. To the paint. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam!
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. Here's Barry. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here we go, one-on-one. Pass to Garza. Now Alexander Walker. Reed for 3. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
Ooh, could be a backbreaker. What a way to carry them into the final quarter.
And so it's Minnesota with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Appearing in control, but could still use a little more of a push to feel totally comfortable. And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. The Timberwolves lead by 6. Miller outside. Pass to Dillingham. 6 to shoot. 3-pointer off the mark. San Antonio with the ball. Now Jones. Here's Barry. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
The ball goes to Minnesota. Substitution on the court.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
So both teams changing it up here. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He cautioned his guys against forcing things at the arc, saying we can't make a rhythm happen, so don't force it. Take what is coming to you out there. Coach hoping for a renewed offensive focus going forward, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Here's Edwards. It's tipped. Randall with a steal. The kick out to Edwards. Fires for 3. Edwards making it look so easy from deep. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Here's Barry, and he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And Greg Popovich has called timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Pass to Gobert. And here's Edwards. Now here's Randall. 6 on the shot clock. Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
And Gobert with the stuff.
I love that Rudy left no doubt. Show off that power, Rudy.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Down low. Pass to Duncan. Here's Muhammad, defended by Gobert. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. The Timberwolves lead by 11.
San Antonio foul. Bruce Bowen. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Randall deciding where to go with it. Pass to Edwards. Clock at 6. Edwards, no problem with the contact.
I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Here's Ginobili. Will it go? Offensive rebound. That shot off. Pass to Gobert. Right side Edwards. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And here's McDaniels. Gobert inside. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Absolute power from Rudy Gobert. Terrific, out-muscling the defense.
A minute 50 left in the fourth. Spurs trail by 16. Here's Ginobili. Inside. Here's Muhammad. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall. Back to Edwards. Here's Conley. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. McDaniels, that's good.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Substitution on the court.
Some changes for Minnesota.